Victim, don't be like your mother. My uncle's senseless voice rang. That voice that, like the dark night, haunts me every day in my dreams. Victim. Why does everyone love the word victim? Do you really know what that word means? You don't even care. I am sick and tired of being looked at like some victim. See, it was an elating day for this child. I awaited my mother's arrival. Unlike anyone else and everyone else that knew, my little mind could only associate the gathering of that mass of people to celebration. My ears rose and fell with the rising and falling crescendo of their murmuring tongues. I was an alive kitten. See a funny looking car with a funny looking behind packed in the compound. The people started making noise. They were crying like somebody had died. Two funny looking men carried a pretty wooden box from behind. The people started falling to the ground like they were mad. What were they doing? I wondered. Don't be like your mother. My uncle's voice echoes yet again. That voice that still finds a home in my mind. What was he saying? I wanted to be like my mother. I wanted to be my mother. But first, hey, where was my mother? I ran around like a rabid puppy looking for her, but everyone I asked only cried louder, and tear-drenched eyes looked at me cold. You see, by the patterns of my stars, I came upon that pretty wooden box. It looked like it was destined for heaven. One, two, three, four is the number of strides I took to that box, and my soul burst. For in that box, for in that box lay my mother, peaceful. She was peaceful and quiet. See, but Mummy looked like bone. Mummy was pale, and Mummy did not move. My mother did not move. I called out her name. I said, Mummy, Mummy, wake up. My mother did not wake up. So I called her out again. I said, Mummy, Mummy, wake up. And my mother did not. She did not wake up. She had always heard me somehow, even in her sleep. But what was this sleep that didn't let my mother listen to me? Grace, your mother is dead. My aunt's voice sang. She said it like it was just another song, but my mother was dead. You see, I was only a few years old when this not so sweet story came to pass. They carried my mother shoulder high. I couldn't reach her. And like her, in my soul, there was this still and quiet, peaceful. I was once told if when someone you love died in a dream, that lived longer in reality. What I didn't know was that the dream and real world was separated by an abyss I couldn't escape from, and I got stuck in between. I got stuck in between. Every morning I woke up hoping she'd be alive, but their sorries, their sick sorries only got louder, and the cold death stone grew dry. Rest in eternal peace. It read, rest in eternal peace. This dream, this nightmare was taking so long on the replay menu of my life. I was starting to bite my teeth in anger to whoever said sorry. For what? Don't be like your mother. My uncle's senseless voice sounded again that my mother died of the big disease. That my mother limped around with her legs wide open. That she sewed the hem of her skirt loose and that countless men happened. That my mother died of AIDS. They all said my mother died of AIDS. Victim. You all love the word victim, huh? See, they carried my mother and lowered her into that dark pit. They started pouring soil on my mother. I tried to stop them. I kicked my limbs. I raped myself in protest, but they trapped her in there, dead. They all said my mother was dead. 20 years down the line, people keep repeating that incessant line, sorry, telling their kids to pick a leaf from my story. Do I look like a tree? Do I look like a tree? Hundreds of people die today of this disease. It's the me's and them's that are supposed to carry the face of the big disease. Us, we don't even have this disease. Victimized children whose parents succumb to the death of sexual immorality. You say I'm a victim of what? Of what am I a victim? Of what? I am my mother's death. I'm her burden, her ill luck. I pushed her to the wall, and with every tear they shed, these people blamed me. Victim, they say. If I hear one more sorry, a pitiful glance. Nobody call my name. Nobody call my name because every time someone does, they do it with a lot of pity. It's like everyone knows me around the city and hey, and hey, they feel sorry for me. For me. I'm tired of the fearful stories, the uncoordinated stories of who I am, of who my mother was. I'm tired of you sick. I'm tired of you calling me a victim of what? Do you even know what that word means? You don't even care. I'm sick. I am sick and tired of being looked at like some victim. I am tired.